Hi, I'm Rhonda Mulligan, Senior Mortgage Advisor with Province Mortgage Associates, and I'm here interviewing Heather Fide of William Ravis Inspire. So Heather, tell us about where you grew up, where you're from.
I'm originally from East Providence, Rhode Island. I am a townie at heart, and I grew up near the Crescent Park Carousel, overlooking the sunsets of Narragansett Bay. It's actually a very hot market over there right now. I'm kind of sad that I don't live there anymore. My husband and I, we actually moved in 2013 to Rehoboth, Massachusetts, just so we could have some more land, privacy, but we still wanted to keep close to our family in East Providence.
Gotcha. And you do a lot of business in that community as well. What are some of the things you enjoy doing in your community?
I participate with the Rehoboth Gardening Club. I sponsor the Seekonk Little League, the softball league for girls. And I'm also involved with the PTO of my child's school.
Excellent, excellent. How did you get into your profession? Because I think that's an interesting background story about you.
So previous to real estate, I worked as a corporate tax accountant / office manager for a CPA. He was a public accountant and also a real estate developer. He would have his own personal transactions that I would assist him with extensively. I was his project manager. I would write his contracts. I did all the ins and outs like a transaction coordinator would. So I did get a lot of experience with condo conversions, new construction, and to just name a few things.
Which is so important right now because I feel there's a nuance to every transaction right now, and the experienced agents handle those situations much better. Tell us about your position as a realtor and what makes William Ravis unique.
So my position as a realtor, it just is absolutely gratifying to me to be able to enhance the entire experience, like trying to insert value where I can, go above and beyond, because this is somebody's largest transaction that they'll ever make. And it's important for them to recall, in a positive light and making a positive impact on their future, saving them money, doing whatever I can to just make it a very enjoyable experience.
Perfect.
Well, aligned myself with William Ravis, they're the largest family owned in America, and also was recently recognized as the #1 brokerage for innovation and also technology by Inman. And it's a nice family, warm environment that I enjoy.
Excellent, excellent. So in regards to that, talk a little bit more or give us an example of how you enhance the value throughout the real estate transaction process. Like, give us an actual example.
So I have a full referral directory of professionals that, like yourself, that I've aligned myself with. I enjoy being able to support the other like-kind professionals in the industry, and also being able to call upon an electrician, a plumber, anybody that you may need in the process. I have that will help me because I support them. And also, I like to give gifts. I send, little things here and there. And I like to surprise people when they, send a referral. I'd like to do special things for everyone throughout each step of the process.
Sure.
But communication is definitely the key component to my service. I always keep them very well informed.
I agree. Can you touch on, like, when you having that accounting background, when you go into a property or a multifamily house, or when you go into an inspection, certain things that may come up for your client, how do you analyze that or look at it or give them the correct advice?
Well, because I've done so many transactions over the course of however many years, I can definitely tell you how much to anticipate the quote being for a specific job, because I've come across so many situations where, you know, the main waste pipe might need repairing or replacement. If the electrical panel needs replacing, then I know the cost of that. I know the cost of a roof based on the number of square footage. With my accounting background, that really comes into play when somebody wants to sell and there's capital gains involved, or when they want to do a cash flow analysis when it's a multifamily. I can easily, you know, I have a template that I use that I provide to my clients, and we work through that just so we can understand the cap rate and the profits that they'll make.
Perfect. Where are you doing the bulk of your business? What states are you licensed in?
I'm actually 50-50 with Mass and Rhode Island. In Massachusetts, I do most of my business in Bristol County, mostly Seekonk, Rehoboth, sometimes in Assonet or Freetown, Taunton, those types, you know, those areas. And then mostly East Providence. I've done quite a bit in Situate. I've done a lot in Warwick, Cranston, Providence on the east side. So
fantastic. We focus on the experience here at Province Mortgage. So Heather, can you get into what you do and how you complement that process?
Well, when I work with people like you, Rhonda, it just makes it so much easier because we can avoid obstacles. We can rely on each other to tag team and always be proactive on any issues that may arise. I enjoy, you know, being there hands-on with the client between showings, inspection. I just really want to be there at any time that they may have a question, and having you there to just kind of bounce things off of is a really comforting thing to me, because I know my clients are going to be well taken care of.
Perfect. And can you talk about after the transaction closes?
That's a very important part of this puzzle, because most people, they'll lose ties. And it's so important for us to just stay in touch, make sure that things aren't happening after the fact, because they're going to blame you or us at the end of the day if we didn't bring things to light. And those things may be unbeknownst to us, but if we don't follow up, how could we say we really care about our clients? You know, it really matters when you say, oh, well, Merry Christmas. How is everything going? You know, are you still happy in your location? There are so many things that could go wrong, and you always want to make sure that they're well informed and also feeling like you genuinely want to know about their lives.
Heather, you do a great job with retaining your clients. Also, they come back to you for repeat business. Talk about that a little bit, like how you retain your clients, how they come back to you, how do they reach you, you know, how often are they contacting you, or are you contacting them?
I make sure to stay in touch with my clients at least, you know, every couple months. Things tend to get busy during the spring and summer months. But somehow I always seem to connect with them, even if it's through a little pop by or a postcard or a text message when it's their birthday. I always like to reach out. Most of my business is actually by referral. At this point. Because I've taken such good care of each client individually, I actually, I get a lot of repeat business. They always keep me in mind because I've done such a great job for them during their transactions. And I always seem to, you know, I keep it in my calendars, like their birthdays and anniversaries. And I always make sure to touch base with them every once in a while, because they are important to me. They're my friends who have turned into family.
In regards to the repeat business, I think it's so important in this market. Clients work with a full-time realtor. There are so many things that can come up, and the key is how to handle potential issues, problems that come up. Heather, can you talk about the difference between a full-time realtor and someone maybe that is not?
So when you have a part-time realtor, you're gonna find that they have to they can't help but fall short in certain areas. When you work with a full-time realtor, their business is their priority, their clients are their priority, and they know the ins and outs. When it's a complex market that we're in, navigating through that is really important to understand how to do it. There can be a crossroad and you can go in one direction or the other, but if you're working with somebody who's experienced, then it's going to make all the difference to your outcome.
Heather, I know you're humble, but I'm going to bring it up. You finished top in your brokerage for William Ravis in the state of Rhode Island for the last 2 years. Talk about how you accomplished that.
Back down to the basics, being responsive, being prompt when it comes to being on time, just making sure that you return people's phone calls, you return emails, and just being there throughout the entire process really enhances the entire experience. And also caring about their interests.
And I feel as a realtor, you're very transparent, you're honest with your clients, you don't avoid difficult situations, and people have a lot of confidence in you.
Well, my word is everything, and I take it very seriously. So this is an important thing for me to make it a very positive experience for people.
I agree. So let the audience know how they could contact you for more information.
So I am actually on LinkedIn, Google, Instagram, Facebook, almost every platform, and you can feel free to contact me any way possible, but also by my phone. I am very prompt with communication, and my number is 401-787-5979. You're welcome to call me anytime.